Welcome, and in this video I will show you when the market will go up, because today it looks red again. Okay, yesterday we had a nice move up because of the CPI, but today the market doesn't want to really hold. All right, a couple of reasons for that. I think that the current sale that we had is based on three things. Okay, yields, which in fact are going down. As you can see, they're actually dropping like a stone. Here you can see, we dropped tremendously. Also today, minus 1.23%. Inflation, which we know that is actually kind of stagnating. Okay, the fears that it's going more up is gone. So number three is growth. Okay, so growth is important for companies, for the stock market. And actually, growth can be shown in a couple of things. First, you can see it in the economy. So you can see in jobs data, you can see, retail sales, right? This kind of data. But what is the most important for certain stocks? That they show us their balance sheets, their earnings and everything. So as the earnings is already around the corner, we will have now a very decisive part on the stock market where we decide, do we go more up or more down? Okay, we are now somewhere at 6,000 in the S&P 500 futures. We are at 515 in the QQQs. Bitcoin is at around 100K. And I believe there is the scenario, the event on Monday that will push the market higher. Okay, it's the inauguration event. Monday, the stock market is closed, by the way, because there's the Martin Luther King Day. Okay, so just be aware. At the same day, they are actually having the inauguration of Mr. Trump. So if you're looking back, okay, you can see here Joe Biden, inauguration day plus, and this is just the QQQ, okay, plus 2.4%. The next day, even 1.6. So very bullish. Trump, before that, also rather bullish. So I believe that it will be bullish, first of all. For what it will be bullish, right? First of all, I think for tech stock, because there's a lot of uncertainty in tech right now. What the, tech ran very well last year, right? So NASDAQ, ran around like 28% or something, 27%. So pretty good for an index. So now it's the question for investors, do we take something off the table? What Trump will do with tariffs and so on. So those will be the questions. So there was uncertainty. What is interesting is that Bitcoin is running. Bitcoin ran actually from -3 to almost green, which is very bullish actually, right? So if you see today, we actually started the day and we went down to 97 and then we went over 100 now multiple times. This is actually bullish. That's why also you see, for example, coin we traded today. Let's have a look. So coin, you see here, bullish coin, right? You see here, we started negative with Bitcoin, then we pumped up more than 3% to the upside. So interesting trade also for the inauguration. We went already out of our trade because I think there's like just a little bit of risk. So maybe we will enter tomorrow if, Bitcoin and coin should be down again. Okay, so with that said, I think that the most important day will be Monday. So watch the inauguration. You have off if you are in the US. Second, watch the yields. What are the yields are doing? Then it will be interesting what Trump will actually do when he will be in office. There's the question, what happens to TikTok? There's questions, what will happen to tariffs, right? All of these questions are still in the room. We are at 6,000 in the S&P 500 futures. So this is an important level, right? So if we are looking into the last 6 months, you see actually like this is actually one of the higher points that we could reach, right? We reached like 6,150, right? To 6,000, few times 6,100, but every time we kind of sold off from this area. The lowest point in the last 6 months were 5,200. So this is kind of the range that I'm expecting with the volatility of Trump, which is great for trading. We mostly trading like Nvidia, Tesla, big names only. So it's in my opinion, like if you focus on few tickers and trade them very well, that's all you need. Okay, you don't need to know every industry. And for example, today I shared actually in my group, which was quite interesting. Let us have a look. So I shared this one. Okay, so Carvana, there was news that the short seller Hinden Research actually closing its shop, and the last report that they actually put out was Carvana. So Carvana today exploded 11% upside, and there was an option that went from 40 cents to $4. Just as you can see in a straight line every 5 minutes. Okay, so this for that you don't need a chart. You didn't need you just need like logical thinking. Okay, there's a big research house that put out short reports. It closing down. What was the last one that fumbled because of that? It was Carvana. So Carvana can go up. You buy it. You can hold it for 1 week to see how it goes. Perfect trade. Let's have a look in some of the tickers that I would love to watch out in the next couple of days. So here we have, for example, Nvidia. There's the question, what happens with the limitations by Biden or Biden administrative for Nvidia for the next couple of chips exports to Asia. They want to limit the ability of specifically China to have the same hardware to build the same AI, right? So that's kind of the law that passed. So interesting what Trump will do there. Interesting for Tesla, what Tesla will do now after this crazy run. Yesterday we had like a 8% run. Still not quite continuing, but it will be interesting as well for Tesla for the Trump administration. Do they maybe make an executive order that Tesla can do their autopilot testing in all US states or robotaxi, right? That will be huge benefit. We also can see what happened with Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin was a big topic in the what will happen. The SEC chair is gone. Or will go, and will there be built a reserve? So that's quite interesting. With Bitcoin, obviously, you need to focus on two things, which is for once, obviously, MSTR, okay, MicroStrategy is actually kind of, pure play on Bitcoin. However, make sure to know that the contracts are very expensive, okay, very expensive contracts if you're trading options. And with that, also Coin is interesting to trade, okay? So I think they can go past 300 if there will be some news about legislation, about reserve for Bitcoin. So those are the two things that I will keep in mind. So as you can see, Coin is pumping here. We have Avgo. which is also in the chip space, also quite interesting. Reddit can go and really explode if there's something with TikTok. Okay, so keep that in mind as well. Palantir is back from 60s to 70s, also quite interesting. So those are the tickers that I'm always on my watch list, right? So which I always like to look at. And yeah, with that said, Monday is the day. If you want to trade with us and receive all the trades automatically, check out the link into the description, and I see you tomorrow.